Hi guys, it's Molly with Soul School Spiritual Guidance and Healing, and I'm here with you guys today for a reading for my Pisces collective. This is Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus. Maybe you guys have a 12th house stellium. Maybe you guys are Pisces dominant. I did get a request from one of my viewers this weekend to do a little video, and I'm glad I'm saying this out loud because it's a reminder to myself to walk you guys through how to find out on astro.com how to find out what your dominant sign is. So I might go and put that together tonight. I'll make like a little Zoom video like where I'm picture in picture, and I'll tell you guys how to do that. Pisces, ooh, I'm getting grounded right now. I'm actually going to hold on to this amethyst crystal. I want to let you know what I heard before I sat down for this reading is Pisces, you are in good hands, okay? So there might be somebody that you have to put some trust in, some faith in right now, and you can. All right, you're in good hands. Just know that you're in good hands. All right. Always trust your gut instinct. So if you don't trust somebody, trust that you don't trust them. But for some of you, if you feel like you're all on your own in something, Spirit is coming through to say you're in good hands. Like you're being guided. I feel like a lot of you guys have had to take a leap of faith or are wanting to take a leap of faith, and you're like, yeah, I don't really know what's going to happen when I go in this direction, but Spirit is saying you're in good hands, my Pisces. Do know that this is a general and collective reading. It might apply for you even if you're not a Pisces. If you're a Pisces cross watcher, it could apply to you. And it's also timeless. So whenever you find it, if it feels like it's your reading, go ahead and trust that. And then if you guys want to follow up with the extended reading, at the end of this, there is a link down below. Ooh, man. Well, okay, so we have fire and earth coming out, and they are both guardians. They're both guardians. For some of you, and there's the protection guardian. Elder at the bottom, move beyond ancestral patterns. So yeah, you guys have had to take a leap of faith. And what makes something a leap of faith? What makes us feel like we don't know how it's going to turn out? We haven't necessarily done it before, or we haven't necessarily seen somebody else do it before. And so it's kind of like they're showing me somebody who is kind of trying to feel their way through the dark. Pardon me. Whew. All right. My eyeballs are sweating. Somebody who's trying to feel their way through the dark. Okay? Wow. Wow. It's a story. All right, so let me tell you what we've got. Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. Okay? And then Protection Guardian. Okay, you guys. Here's what the story that's being told to me. It's about this little ball. Okay, I'm gonna break it down as it comes through. Here you are, like, I don't know what I'm really doing, and this something appears to you. Okay, and you look at it through your third eye because now the ball is up here. All right, and then there's some act of creation that takes place based on how this, because you see how this, wait. Oh, that is right there in front. Okay, I'm looking at what hands, because the left hand, at least for feminines, for some people think that it's different on masculines. I don't know if that's really true, but for me, my left hand is my receiving hand. My right hand is my giving hand. It's about energy. It's about the way that I channel energy. Like when I'm doing my own energy healings, I'm always pulling in energy from this hand and then directing it with this one. So this is, you see how the clouds on his body? Yeah, that's the lack of clarity in the situation. All right, the lack of clarity in the situation. You're just basically like, you're looking out in front of you and there's maybe a lot of fog, there's maybe a lot of clouds, you're not exactly sure the path forward. And if your hands remain open to the universe, if you keep your mind open and you allow, for some of you, this is allowing others to help you. Just being open to different possibilities, different solutions, right? you can't be too narrow-minded here, and I feel like you guys aren't. I feel like whatever problem that you're trying to solve or whatever you're trying to create, you've already realized that the path that you have been trying to walk is not working. And that's what opens up our ideas, or opens up our mind to new solutions, all right? And it's almost like when you're not even looking, the universe is going to come like plop it in your hand. I feel like this is an Ace of Pentacles. And usually the Ace of Pentacles is like this hand that like shows up out of the clouds from spirit. And it's like, this is a new opportunity. This is almost like being slipped into your hand when you're not paying attention. You're just going to look around and be like, oh my gosh, when did I get that email about this job? Or like, when did it suddenly become possible for me to go down this path versus that one? Okay? Now, hand over heart means you don't exactly trust it in the beginning. You've got to check it out. And you have to check it out energetically. Okay? For some of you, because you're Pisces, it may be through dreams. That clear information. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I do not make important decisions without sleeping on it. Like, I view an apartment, I'm not gonna sign that paper until tomorrow because I've got to take it through my dream state and see what comes out on the other side, all right? I'm one of those people. So an opportunity presents itself to you, and I think what you're really doing is checking in, like, is this in alignment with my heart? Is this in alignment with my heart's desire? Okay? And what the little gem in the third eye means to me is that it's almost like you have this opportunity to walk through this doorway. All right? And before you go, it's in line with my heart's desire, but also with your third eye, you guys know that the third eye is definitely there for receiving information, but it's also how it's our vision of our own future, right? So if you have a very closed third eye, you might not believe in that a lot of things are possible for you in the future, right? So for you guys, it's about really, really opening up your third eye. Think about the way something might play out. For some of you guys, you can do some astral exploration. And what I mean by that is get yourself into a heart-centered meditation space. Or if you guys do astral projection, or if you do guided meditations where you check in with your guides and stuff like that, take this possibility and ask yourself, how is this likely to play out? Can I see this playing out in a positive way? All right? And for some of you guys, it's just kind of like, oh, I've got this sudden like hint about what direction to go in, and you want to check in with your guidance system to be like, give me some more information, like what are the steps that I need to take in order to pursue this, okay? But it's something tangible, all right? I'm gonna let you know, whenever I see this guy, he's also, to me, he does represent Pleiadian energy. Okay, and there's kind of all this like light language on him. So if you guys feel like your starseeds are light workers, he's super Pleiadian. Okay, you are so guided right now, just know that. Because then you have this protection guardian that says drop your shield. Okay, you see how she's got this, whatever this little gem is in the palm of her hand now, which means talk to me more about this. They want me to get some more cards out. I have a new deck, you guys. By the way, for me, what that really means is, I don't know, how can I talk about this? What do I do with my right hand? My right hand can be used to manipulate chakras. I'm going through my energy training, my energy healing training, you guys, so that's not a service that I'm offering right now, but it's something that I'm working on, right? So I can use it, and I actually do channel light language through my right hand sometimes. And it's also, it's like if I have a healing that I want to send to somebody, or if I have something that I want to attract and receive, right? Something I want to create in this world, this is the attract and receive. If there's something I want to create, I want to manifest, it's almost like I imagine that energy flowing from my heart out into the world through my right hand. Let's talk about that. King of Vessels. This is the King of Cups. You guys, this is the Wildwood Tarot, and it's freaking gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. And it's different than a lot of tarot decks. And so I got my book on hand just in case I need it. But I just feel like I want to arrange things. Getting things lined up. I feel like Spirit is getting things lined up for you guys. We've got a flipper. Who are you? 9 of Arrows wanted to come out. What? Yeah. Because you guys have been stuck. That's just it. You guys have been stuck. Okay? This is why we're talking about taking a leap of faith. Because it's what's needed right now. And it's something you've been a little scared of. Whoo-wee. Powerful card. This is your spirit guide showing up in the world. Okay, this is the Ancestor, which corresponds to the Hierophant card. You guys, Spirit is so guiding you through this right now. All right, the Knight of Stones, okay, is the Knight of Pentacles. And to me, that's just really interesting that it's just a horse. Because typically when you see a horse by itself, in a tarot card, it represents very, very fast moving energy. But there's something about this horse. You see, like, I don't know if you've been around horses a lot, but when they're moving in such a way that, like, I don't know, the way that he's moving, it's like, it's not fluid movement. Do you know what I mean? Because the Knight of Stones is a very, very slow moving energy. It's the Knight of Pentacles. And especially if he's reversed, he's stuck. I'm hearing that this horse is startled. Okay. Next you have the Fool card coming out reversed. This is, I feel like this might be a past energy. Timelines are fluid, so I'll tell a story and you figure out where you're at if this is in fact your story. All right. But this is somebody who's afraid to step off the path. Okay, the well-worn path, because this is the Wanderer and it's the Fool card. Okay, and what's really, really beautiful here, oh my God, you guys, it's like in that scene in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade where he has to go through all these like challenges, and one of them is called the Leap of Faith. Okay, and it looks like it's just this chasm that he has to leap across. Right? But he figures out if he picks up the pebbles and like throws them, he can actually see that there's a surface that he can walk across. All right? That's what this rainbow looks like to me. And it's just it's almost as if you've been afraid to take that leap of faith. And Spirit is coming in to say you're in good hands. If you take a step in this direction, do know that you are protected. Okay? And it's a rainbow and it's a waterfall. You guys, this is like whatever you're heading for, it's really happy. All right? And then we've got the 9 of Arrows come up, which is the 9 of Swords, and typically represents, it's the nightmare card. You know, that card where somebody's sitting up in bed and they're holding their face. But what I love about this one is that the keyword is something so very different. It's dedication. And I feel like this is mastery of your thoughts. They're also telling me this story of, see how this woman has, there's all these quivers, all these arrows, right? And it's like she's gone through her quiver. She had 9 arrows and she's already shot off 8 of them. Ooh, because the 8 of Swords is about restricted and limited thinking, okay? And she's got one last sword. And you see how she's got her eyes closed? This is blind faith. She's like, I got one sword left. Not sword, it's an arrow. I got one arrow left. And I've been trying my best to aim all these other ones, and you see how they didn't go very far. She's got one arrow left. Thank you, Spirit. What else? What else? Three of Vessels reversed. For some of you guys, what's really difficult about this part of your the road that you're on is that you have to walk it alone. I mean, Indiana Jones could not take everybody with him to go to that. You know what he finds there? He finds the Holy Frickin' Grail and saves his dad. Aw, isn't that sweet? Okay, but that is what, and it's also the word joy, so we'll talk about that, okay? That's what's difficult for you guys. But you see how we've got all these wings? 3 sets of wings representing spirit. And these are 3 sets of wings. It's like you don't even know that they're there, okay? That's what's really, really difficult, is that you have to step off of the well-worn path. And you feel like you're going it alone. But also, you guys, it's like you have to, look, it's like you know which one's the Holy Grail. This is crazy. The way that just like all fit together. There's these 3 cups here, right? And they're all different, and that's what it is in that scene at the end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. There's all these different cups, and if you pick up from the wrong cup, like you age a million years instantaneously, and you die. But if you pick the right cup, it gives eternal life. And spirit is like putting the right cup in your hand. You just have to believe in it. Okay? Indiana Jones was like, I'm pretty sure this is the right cup. And he picked it up and he's all shaken because he's got to like fill it with water and drink from it. And he doesn't know if he's going to die. He just watched that guy turn into a mummy right before his eyes. If you haven't seen the movie, I'm sure this makes no sense to you. But the entire scene is playing out. Like, I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan. So I've seen that one 1,000 times. Okay? This is really beautiful. The Sun of Life. Look at that, you guys. It is literally like, it's about life. It's about like, that's what happens is oh my God, does that mean Indiana Jones is gonna live forever now? I think he might be living forever, because if you pick the right cup and you drink from the well, like I think it gives you eternal life. I don't know. I'm not saying you guys are gonna get eternal life, but you see how this guy's really, really mindful of the heart chakra, and then you follow this guidance, and this is what you get, like ultimate fulfillment. And I like the fact that the sun is coming out of the heart rather than from like the solar plexus, because that's what I often associate it with. Okay. Also, these little stones, okay, are the same stones that show up on the Ace of Pentacles in this deck. And so I feel like whatever this is that you're being guided towards, it's going to lead to even more prosperity in the future. I don't know if he's a part of the message. The Knight of Arrows, which is the Knight of Swords, and it's the Hawk. This is about your vision, having clear vision of the future, okay? You guys have to tune in with spirit, and they want to help you. It's my favorite card in the whole deck, you guys. This is the 10 of Vessels. Remember how I said it's a waterfall? It's a waterfall. This is the happiness. This is, you see how this person, I think it's a she, is like, you know, there it is. That's the little bridge. That's where you're headed. 10 of Cups and the Sun card. I mean, this is ultimate happiness. This is emotional fulfillment. Unfortunately, though, and then look, as soon as I said fulfillment, you guys, look what they show me. This is the 3 of Wands. Fulfillment, the actual word fulfillment. What's difficult for you, man, it's like that's the dude who drank from the wrong cup. He's a skeleton now. is that there's something or somebody that has to be left behind. But I think you kind of know that. Okay, this is mourning. For some of you guys, this is mourning the fact that there are certain people are not trying to go with you forward. You're trying to move forward, you're trying to evolve, you want to do the next thing, you've got passion, you've got a desire for growth. And for some of you guys, it's just you realize that, I can't wait for these people to be ready to go with me because they're just not. They're not evolving. Okay? So, but this, oh my gosh. Whew, let me unpack this real quick, and then this will be the final message because I want to take it over to the extended. All right, let me understand this because there's a story that I heard about ancient Celtic shamanism. Look at this, by the way. I saw this earlier on the bottom of the deck before I shuffled, and it was reversed. This is the Ace of Bows. This is your last arrow. This is your last arrow, and look at it. It's hitting the mark. It's hitting the mark. It's hitting the mark. All right. What was I talking about? In Celtic shamanism, you guys, there's this amazing thing where, let's say the village was going through a really, really, really hard time and they're trying to connect with ancestors, and they're like, ancestors, help us out. You fortunately don't have to go through this because you have an ancestor helping you out. But they just couldn't get the answers that they needed from the spirit world. And straight up, somebody would be like, I volunteer for tribute. What they do is they would sacrifice that person, send them to the other world, to the afterlife, where he could show up and be like, ancestors, here's the problem. I really, really need your help. And then what the rest of the people would do is they would hold on to his skull and like meditate and receive the messages from the other side. Okay? Do not sacrifice anybody for this. But please understand that you have somebody on the other side who can send you messages back. For some of you, this is a passed on loved one. For some of you, this is literally somebody that you have lost in your life, maybe in the last 7 months to a year. Some of you, it's within the last 2 years. There's somebody in your life who has passed on to the other side. And that's what's really hard about this step that you have to take, is that they're not there with you, that you can't ask them for guidance, or that you're not sure if they would approve. And here they come forth. Here they come. Here they come. Saying, yeah. Do it. Do the thing, Pisces. You're in good hands. This is gorgeous. This is it's my first reading that I've done on this channel with this deck. And you guys, I love it. But the Three of Bows also, look at that. It looks a bit like the caduceus, these two snakes interwoven. It's information coming through. All right, you guys, I am so excited. Let's take this over to the extended. If you guys aren't going to join me there, then I definitely hope that I see you back on my channel again soon. The link is in the description box below. If you guys want a personal reading, don't forget, there is a coupon code down there that'll get you 10% off, I believe. 10% off all bookings at soulschoolspiritual.com. Take care, guys. I'll see you later.